Today I'm working on Sana's Victoria's Secret outfit. I'm working on it in Blender. I haven't textured anything yet. I'm just working on basic colors and shapes. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is. It looks like it's just like a chain with little dots. Like, almost like... I don't really know what to call that. I see. It's like a... I wouldn't call this a thong, but that's what that's connected to. Oh, okay. Well, now I know for the more attention to detail. I'm not sure what you would call this, but I kind of get it, but not really. Let me try. If I make... Oh, shit, I have to reset my world origin. Hold on. There you go. Okay. Let's figure this out, because I don't really know. I think I know what to do. But there's always some type of trial and error here about what to do. I'm trying to figure out what this is. I think it's like a chain. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna put this back to the origin, actually. Just for purposes of making sure I can make it, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. So if you'd like to follow along, this is definitely a great opportunity too. You can learn how to make 3D modeling. Of course, I will, what are you putting clipping on? Why isn't it clipping? There we go. It's just, I don't know, it's just being weird today. If you'd like to follow along, this is how you would do it. That's how I'm going to do it. I don't know. I'm just going to make a bunch of half circles. No. A bunch of spheres and see what that does for me. Let's turn that into there and just literally just cut off half of it. There you go. Something's going to tell me this is going to be very long and very boring. This is a very long and very boring process, probably. Because it looks like, when I was looking at the image, it looks like there's just 3, like, kind of like chains. I don't even know how you would explain what this is. Just a lot of copy and pasting, maybe? Control C, Control V, okay. Like this? Combine everything to create the ultimate... I don't even know you would call... how you would call this. Oh, I see what this is. I was like, wait, what? I just want this. Why is it moving this? Oh, because clipping's enabled. That's why. Wait, no. Oh, yes. Yes. Wait, what? Why is it doing that? First of all... what the hell? Oh, what is this ring here I made? We'll look it up. Proportional editing. Press O. Okay. This should fix my problem. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna try to see if I can just like, boop, boop. That should work fine. You get your ass on by. Gone. I don't know why I even merged these if I was just gonna like unmerge it. Do I like connect them like that? Maybe like this? Should I like drag them together? That be the most like just turns out weird. It's 3 of them. I don't know, it just looks weird. I don't know. I guess then I would have another. They look like bread rolls. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like bread rolls. First of all, I need to give these like a. I'm pressing F and it's creating like a. Nope. 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 What the hell? What are half of these planes? Oh, it's right. No, no, that's not what that is. Where did the other one go? There you go. There's that. Okay. I'm pressing F so it creates like a closed face at the bottom. I don't need to make this multiple faces because it's simply just, how do I explain it? It's just simply just, it's not going to move. It's not going to be flowy. It's supposed to be like a chain. So I'm not really worried about it. Not too much. So I'm just going to have to make like 30 of these. Okay. I don't know, this doesn't look right, but I'm pretty sure this is what that is. It just looks wrong. No, actually I kind of see it. If I make it, I'm sure I have a metallic somewhere. It makes sense. This is what it's supposed to look like. Well, I need to shade it smooth. But this is kind of what that looks like. It's probably more pink, maybe? A little pinker. That looks pretty close to what that is. But I'm going to take the shader off right now. I like the shaders, but it's easier to work without them. Okay. Taking this and rolling with this. And trying to figure out the best way to execute this. Goodbye, Sana. Sana na 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 na. Sana na na na. Okay. It looks like it just goes down her waist. I think it goes around the other side. I don't know. I've been looking for like a proper picture of her back, but I can't find one. So I'm just gonna go with that. That's what I'm going with. It's gonna be so hard and annoying to make these probably. Okay. Yeah, this is probably what I'm gonna get. The best I'm gonna get. Okay. I will have to obviously, like, fix it in terms of... I'll just fix it. I'll create a new one and then just fix the old one. I have to, like, sculpt it. Oh, it's gonna look so bad. Because it's not gonna be straight anymore. It's fine. doesn't look terrible. It just looks a little bit wonky, but it looks like that kind of in the video picture anyway. Like, it's gotta fold at least. It's gotta be a little flimsy. It's gotta be a little bit flimsy. I hope it's not obvious where this splits. Oh, that looks a little bit obvious. It's a little bit obvious. It's like impossible to make one giant chain and just sculpt it around her body. It's gonna be, doesn't work. I could try. I mean, it's not super obvious. Yes, it is. I'm lying to everybody. Oh, I forgot like the origin is kind of okay. Well, let's fix you first. This is too like, you know. Why am I still on? Okay. It's obvious, isn't it? No! Actually, it's not that bad. It just needs a little bit of work. Because the only other option I would say is just making a giant, like, one chainer and sculpt the entire thing, and that might actually be a better option to making it look just the slightest bit symmetrical. Not like there's, like, a giant, obvious, like, difference. Because I don't want it to be obvious, like, this is where the chain ends, and this is what's going to be it's going to look like the entire time. I'd rather that not happen. That looks a little obvious, doesn't it? I'm going to see. Maybe it just makes the most sense to just have a giant chain and just sculpt it. It's going to take a lot of effort and time, but it's fine. Maybe I just sculpt afterwards. Actually, I think that'd be a better option, just to do it now and then sculpt everything afterwards. Yeah. I'm going to keep making it go down her belt. How far does it go down her skirt? Okay, it rounds back up to basically where it was at the end. Okay. Maybe a starless... I'm going to go here. I prefer it right there. Does it end right there? I don't know. Twice Victoria's Secret fashion show. Hold on. I'm trying to look. Alright, Sauna, turn around. Okay, it just kind of like goes like straight across her back. Okay, that's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. This should be relatively easy to do. So I'm just gonna place a bunch of them, add them together, and then sculpt it so that way they look, because you can't really tell where this ends. You can tell where this ends though. It doesn't look very great, but it's alright. It's okay. It's just it's the beginning. No one ever said it was perfect in the beginning anyway. I guess I'll just loop it back here. It's gonna take a while. I expect this section to take probably like an hour of my time. It's okay. That's what, 3D modeling is for. It's to suck up your time. For the benefit of something that you can look at. Yay. That's why I love it. I love it. It's the life. This is what this is about. This is why 3D modeling was created, to waste your life away making things. Okay, I should have gradually fixed that slope, and now it's just gonna look weird if it curves straight up. It just... I'll round off the curve, okay? I'll round off the curve. I know I'm not a typical like VTuber that like moves around and expresses a lot. Just I don't know if I'd ever be like that. I'm just here to create my models and just do whatever. Oh, whoa. Whoa. So that does not look great. Okay, that looks better. You know what these are reminding me of? Like, I don't know what they're reminding me of actually. So yeah, this is going to have to. Oh, they come together. Fuck. Good enough. They look like chocolate bars from the top. You know. But then again. Yeah. So this is not looking bad. Is it going to take forever? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's going to take forever. And I have to get going. I have to go somewhere. It's Valentine's Day. I have to go out with, do some galentines. You know, like, I got shit to do. But I want to enjoy 3D modeling. I'm forever married to Blender, as you may know. I spend weeks on here, months, years, at my computer, just 3D modeling. Ah! Okay, whoa. Okay. Oh. Scared me for a second there. I could probably be backed up like a smidge. That's fine. When I round it out, it'll look better. I also care about my topology count. Whew. It's a lot of triangles. It's fine. Half of them are from this. Why there's 2 of them? Sure. We can do 2 at a time. So no, actually we're not doing 2 at a time. Okay. Don't know what happened there. Won't question it. Just gonna 3D model. That was low-key a goated place on the first try. Just like slid in there. Wow. This is good. This is gonna take forever and I'm going to come back to this on a different day. I mean, the video will just cut to the new day, but I'm coming back on a different day. Okay, I'm back. Let's continue on Chewy's Victoria's Secret outfit. Not Sana. It's Chewy. Okay. I mean, so far, yes, it looks a little bit janky, but I'll fix it when I merge everything together, so. But it's looking a lot better than it could be looking. Why are we doing that? Okay. I'm going to start curving it upwards now. The most important thing about 3D modeling, honestly, is patience. Because you have to, like, stop and think, like, do I really... Yeah, this looks fine. Oh. I post all my assets in my Discord server, so once this is finished... I finished that Miku outfit I was working on. I know I've, like, mentioned it before in past videos of, like, I'm working on a Miku outfit. I finally finished it. So I will post it it's been posted on my thing, so you can just go find it. It's on my Gumroad page. Very simple, very easy. Just grab it. This is not turning out well. I don't like how it's like in the freaking skin, but at least you can't really tell. I don't want to take her. I don't know if she has... Oh, is it one long, like, mesh? Did I do that? I think I did. She must have underwear, right? She may not. Oh, whatever. I just want to take it off. God, YouTube would not let me live. Okay. But yeah, I post, you know, I've definitely grown in terms of knowing how to 3D model, so my old assets on there aren't great, but I'm getting better. But I post on my stuff on there if anyone would like to go look and get something. That's where you would find any of my assets that I make here. So, little tidbit if you're interested. What the hell? Oh. Nope. I don't really have much of an interest to post on like YouTube or anything. So I probably won't post here a while. I only will ever post here every now and then. Okay. So I'm collecting all these, and they're in like a long straight line. And yes, it's not great. It's very chalky. That's okay. Because it doesn't really matter if it's super chalky. It's okay. It'll work out in the end. If you just choose, what I'm choosing to do is I'm going to sculpt it, which is where you use like that push method. Literally, it's sculpting. I don't know. It's hard to explain if it doesn't make sense right now, but I need to get it up there, so I gotta get like a quick like. Basically, just control copying. So Control Z, Control V. The assets, and so it makes it really easy just to like. Copy things around. Very simple. I just click on this, Control C, Control V, and it selects it. And then they're on top of each other. So then I like to press away and click on it, and then press edit. Because if you don't, if you go straight to edit, you'll edit both of them at the same time, which you don't want. You only want to edit one of them. Because you want to move it around in the edit function. You don't want to move it around in object mode, because it literally will not. It just doesn't work very well in object mode. It'll look chalky and bad. You know, because edit mode, you can make it really quick and just make it work. In regular, like, in object mode, it doesn't really work like that. So, I don't even have to have it under the bow. I'm just going to have it go under the thing. Because it doesn't make any sense for it to go over the jacket, you know? I recently went to the Twice concert here, in the place where I live, and it was so cool. They had pretty close seats. We had cool. Yeah. I don't know, there's not much to say. I had a really good time, though. So if you ever think about Twice concert, it's worth all of your money. That's all I probably need to cut it. I don't need to go behind the bow. Would it look better if I did? So I'm trying to think, like, I think it's, like, barely noticeable, if anything at all. So I'm just going to delete that. Okay. Now I have to add all of these together, which is fine. I just am shift and clicking, left clicking. Then here you shift and move with your wheel scroller. Edit, pick. Okay, and then just literally just Control C. Wait. I low-key forgot how to do this. Wait, low-key, whoa. Is it... I forgot how to... Guys, I low-key forgot. It's Shift J. Okay, it's Control J. Wait, whoa. Wait, no, it's not. god, bro, I'm forgetting how to work Blender. It's Control J. I'm a liar. Now they're all merged together. Now you can go to sculpt mode and sculpt it around because they're all like linked together now. You just want to be careful about when you go to sculpt mode and being careful about your brushes and stuff. If that ever happens, just press L. And that's going to be annoying to get a hold of, but... no. Wait. Okay, that was just a weird one-off. It's fine. Just, yeah. The one main thing you just want is there not to be any obvious gaps. So if you can figure it out and make that work, then that is what you're looking for. And here I'm going to try to, like, pull it closer to her body. And it's going to, like, kind of stretch. That's what I'm looking for because it makes it more cohesive. See, I made a mistake here. Oh my god. I made a mistake and accidentally brought two of them rather than one merge. That's fine. Just wanted to be careful. The other thing I'll say is just be careful about your merging. You don't want it to end up looking like weirdly. You don't want it to end up looking like that. Like that just looks weird. So just be careful, mindful about your brushes. Go slowly. No big movements. And you should make it pretty simple. And another big thing you need to watch out is please, please, please look at it from all angles. When you're sculpting, it may look good from the front, but it doesn't look good from the side. Please fix it. Like, it needs to look good on all angles, because that's the whole thing with 3D modeling. So please be careful. And you should know how to adjust. You can make your brush bigger. It's easy. The main tools I use is the grab tool, the draw tool, or the or the... Where is it? I use... Yeah, just the draw and that guy. The smooth tool also kind of works. I don't really ever use it, though. Not for whatever I'm doing, but... The sculpt tools are really useful if you can learn to use them really well. I just don't know how to. I use very basic functions of Blender is what I use to do everything. Nothing fancy. I'm not really well versed in Blender or anything. I use very basic control commands and stuff. It's just basically pulling it down to the body. Like that. And just making sure it looks good. Doesn't look weird. Ooh. And if you ever mess up, just Control Z works like a charm. Or Control Shift Z if you take it away, but you want it back. Very simple. And that's a pretty rough looking. Now I'm going to go in with like my little radius and just kind of fix that up. Because it looks like, it looks sharp. I don't want it to look sharp. It needs to look like very smooth. I see a sharp little edge here. I'm pulling one side down so it sticks better to the skirt. Because you don't want to have it like this, you know, where it's like half off. It just looks weird. And that's why it's important to just kind of sit and level and think about it like, hey, I need to... This takes more than 2 seconds. That's the biggest part of Blender, I think, is that you need to realize it doesn't take 5 seconds to make. And when you see cool Blender art, you should appreciate it. It's not easy to do, but if I see, like, Generally, this is like pretty nice, decent looking. Of course, I want to bring this down because I feel like it comes up a little too much. You can just go around and fix that up. But that's basically the gist of just Blender. This is being a problem child here. This right here is pissing me off. Where is it? Right here. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. If this is ever happening, very low where your radius, and literally lower your radius a bit. Just drag these two babies together. Get on in there. Get on in there. You're either with me or hug me. Bring it in. I keep going into her body. I prefer not to do that. Yeah, very simple, very basic types of stuff, and that's pretty much everything I feel like I need to do. I'm just going to go over it just a little bit more, make it a little straighter. I don't really like the way it looks right now. Cool. And that's that. Is this the picture of her? It is. Okay. So now we have it. It looks like it's like a pinkish. So, yeah. I can try and copy this pink. And then just metallic. Just like that. Maybe a little less metallic. Higher specular. Very simple, very basic, but very nice. And because you can make it really metallic. Turn on the specular all the way. And turn the roughness, and it's like perfect beats. But I don't think I want that. A little bit of roughness. There. Looks good. But that definitely makes the mistakes more visible. So I'm going to try to see if I can fix that. You're the problem. The more metallic it gets, honestly, the bigger your mistakes are easier to see. Which is fine. Just spend time on it. That's the only thing I'll say. There we go. There we go. Cool. Think other than the fact that I need to work on texturing, this is pretty much the entire bottom. Yeah, this is her entire skirt. Texturing will take time, and I still have my lack of Substance Painter. I need to download it again and find it, so I still have a lack of that in terms of like making that. But otherwise, it's good. Let's rig, shall we? Let's rig it. So, first of all, I'm going to take a very easy way to rig this in weight painting. Let me make sure she has underwear, because honestly, I kind of worry she might not. Why is she off the ground? Okay, whatever. I don't care. Let's bring that up here. That seems pretty generally good. Oh, reveal in 3, 2, 1. Hold on. That doesn't really help a lot. Turn the screen capture off. It's just another window capture. How nice is that? I don't use this. Oh, good. Good, good, good. I'm trying to see if I can take off her panties. I mean her skirt. Without it looking like... Oh, there we go. That's fine. It's not really properly... Oh, there we go. That works fine. She got pantsed. But yeah, I made a little skirt here so it can't go up your skirt. Very cute. Awesome. Good job, me. So I'm just going to remove the things. This. I'm going to keep this on. But these three things I'm actually going to merge together. And then this is how I weight paint. Very simple weight painting. Obviously, you have to go and fix it later. But this is the regular weight painting I do. So you're going to go to... Sorry, it took me a second there. You're going to data transfer. And then you're taking your object, which is this, and you're going to transfer it from this, your body. So this basically means that you're transferring that weight data from your body here for each bone, because, you know, bones have bodies, etc. Each bone is being transferred the weight. So if I click on this bone, this has white painting. If I had a shirt right here, it would take this painted. It's easiest when it's something that's like... Oh, her hair. Oh, she's bald. Huh. It's easiest when, you know, it's like a skin tight thing. Makes it quite easy. But of course, there's always going to be mistakes, especially right here. I know it's going to be a mistake because this leg part is going to cause issues in the middle here. But I usually weight paint like that just to thing. You're going to go to vertex data, vertex groups, nearest vertex. You're going to nearest face. Okay, hello. Fuck. I'm trying to go out later. There's fucking flash flood warning. Me, I don't want to die. Don't kill me. And I usually put generate data layers, and then I press apply. And this means now if I get my armature, I select my armature, and then I hold shift and select this as well, and go to weight paint mode. My weight, nope, other way around. Sorry. Wait, what? Oh, shit, I'm stupid. So you have to go here and then press armature, and then take this, and I usually recommend selecting it because sometimes labels are kind of confusing. Okay. That's the easiest way for me to do it, I think. And now you do it the way I just told you to. And now you'll have it weight painted. And that is how that works. There's sometimes shitty weight painting like this right here, which can make it difficult. And then it's like the butt might not be super well painted. So I recommend going. I'm going to take this off. Pennies off. And I'm going to go to pose mode. There's a few ways to do this. Pose mode like this. But you see how it's stretching like that and it doesn't look right here? It's just not great. We will fix that. Like this stretch, you know, maybe she needs to do splits, you know? Like this middle part technically isn't that bad. I've seen worse, but this is not vibing. This is not great either. This can sometimes happen when there isn't enough vertices to stretch around your base. But that doesn't make sense because it's a pretty... Shit, I forgot how to make her unstuck. Wait, what the? Oh, because we're on the wrong armature. See? That's why I say you worry. So, see, sometimes that happens and it's confusing. But what you can sometimes do is just a little bit of a little boop, boop. Make it a little bigger. Increase it a little bit. I'm not sure if that did anything because I low-key don't think it did. There you go. Well, I'll go back to spreading. So what the hell was that? And this is where it's important to. It's not. I see what's happening. I'm taking these two off. I'm separating this by selection. This is being sculpted. Why won't it sculpt? What the hell? I don't know why it's doing that. And it happens sometimes when it's like the mesh isn't alone, but I don't know why it's doing that now. It's so weird. So this white painting is shit. But we will fix it. Do not worry. Okay, so first I'm going to move one leg out. And where is it? Probably here. It becomes a problem here. Sometimes just the weight painting is not right, and that's okay. So if I'm going to weight paint, this is like bright. Sometimes it's okay to test out. Okay, whoa. I just broke it. It's like, see? It's okay to test out weight painting. I don't recommend having your weight this high. I guess we're just going to lag really bad then. Okay. Something is using 83% of my fucking memory. I know it's not just... Who the hell is this? Oh, it's OBS. That's why. Heh. See, I don't recommend doing that, but you can always do negative weight as well. You can subtract and remove this weight here. What the hell is doing that for? It's having some issues, as you can see. But sometimes that might help solve your issue if you're having difficulty. You know, I don't recommend doing it high radius or high strength. Like that. See, removing that is not great, so I'm going to add to it right here. And I'm going to add to this if I think it does better. If I don't, I think it's making it worse. I subtract. An important thing about weight painting is you can't mirror the weight painting. You can't mirror it to both sides. You need to only have it on one side. You can sometimes remove the armature to make it a little bit easier to look at. No, add it here. Okay. And pretty generally, that is a way you can fix the weight painting. But here is an issue with the body here. And this is really an issue when it becomes, you know, like... I'm slightly decreasing the weight so it doesn't have this like super crazy like outline here. Does that make sense? Like you can see these lines. You don't want that. I'm trying to figure that out, how to, you know, make that so that doesn't happen. Very simple. And then you're going to show your armature again, and then you're going to go to a different weight paint and do the same thing. Maybe add a little bit. Cause it to be a little bit more rounded. It's kind of what you want. Maybe in the back you give a little rounded out in the back too. Weight it a little bit more maybe in the back here. You know, fix it a little. But that's typically what you want, you know, and so your thing might start to look a little bit weird, but it's not clipping that much. And when I take my foot out, I'm not having the same issues I just had. And it looks a bit different. It's gonna have to, you're gonna have to fix it. It's not gonna be perfect. If I had a dime for every time I had a perfect weight painting, I'd probably have like 2 dimes. It only ever works if the thing you weight painted on is like perfectly like aligned, like solid. But if not, it doesn't work. So I'm going to weight paint it like that. And see, it's like a little janky. So it just requires to be fixed. So once again, I'm going in pose mode. And her leg is farther up now. So I can see more about what is not working about that. And then I go to object mode. That way the pose doesn't reset. That way I can weight paint it in this pose. So I can see that. And then once again, I'm going to go add or subtract and see what works best. Remembering not to make my thing too large. Strength should not be that high, and radius should not be that high either. Very slow. See what, works, what doesn't work. This is, it's all about an important, like, push and pull to your thing. So you have to be very careful. And just don't do anything too crazy. It's taking me a while because my computer is just absolutely not able to handle this for some reason. And here's clipping. I might want more weight right here for my own side. See? And that's very basic. And I see it's looking okay here, but it's a little bit of not working right. So I'm just going to kind of remove some of that weight. And then back to object mode. Come back here. Weight paint. I'm going to put her leg down. No, I lied. I'm not going to put her leg down. I'm going to put her leg down in object mode. And I'm going to look up her other leg and say, I'm having some issues here. But I know because I already fixed them on the other side, so. Because this can happen where, like, why is that happening? Who really knows? But we'll figure it out. This is a long, long, long process, and I will continue to record me doing it, but I think, of course, it's just a trial and error of, like, what works best for you. So. It's weird. Must be the torso. There you go. So why exactly is this happening? What is the root cause of that? That shouldn't have any painting. Other side, period. This is also having that weird issue. And this is the most tedious part of asset design, is your weight painting. So do not worry. This part can take a really long time. It probably will take a long time. It doesn't need to be perfect. I've learned that along the way, where it doesn't need to be like spot on perfect. What would happen? And I just experiment. If I add more weight, what will happen here? Because Control Z always exists. And you can undo something if it didn't work out the way you wanted it to. See, and now they're not going to clip through, And obviously if an extreme happens like this, it's going to clip. You can more or less care about that depending on how well you use your models. I don't ever need to do this. So I typically don't care enough about this clipping like this, but you're seeing we're lacking of clipping here. So check like butt wiggles. What is happening with that? You know, last thing you want is you taking a rump shaker and then all of a sudden you're thinking, this is awful, and I will fix that in another time. Not today is not the day to fix that. Don't know what this is. I shouldn't have anything. I mean, I have a little bit of painting for this one, but I don't really think I need any. I might just take it away. I don't think I need any weight painting for the skirt here on the chest. Here's what I do. A gradient, really easy. Gradient. Is it? I think it's smear. There's one that's like really easy to remove stuff. All goes badly and you don't want anything. This might completely lag my computer. I need a new computer, but I need more RAM, and how the fuck am I supposed to get more RAM if AI took all of it? Be careful about trying to break your computer. Don't crash your computer file. This not doing that again. Oh, go back. Another way you can do it is you say you have weight painting for the arm, and you're like, I don't need weight painting for the arm. It doesn't matter to me. That's fine. You can go into your here and then go into your this little triangle, and then you go all the way, say I don't want weight painting for the chest. I don't think it makes sense. Just press this little guy and remove it. It will remove any weight painting from the chest. But if you think, oh shit, I need to remove it from the leg, all of a sudden this weight painting isn't working. So you want to be very careful and mindful about where you remove, because if you remove it badly, it's not going to work well for you. And that is that. And then we still have the jacket. This will be a different bit of weight painting. I will show you in a second. So I need to create bones. So I'm going to go ahead and do that vertex paint I showed you. But I'm going to do it from the skirt, because that's going to be right on the thing where I'm looking at. So okay, and then armature. Again, I always say select the armature because you don't know which one's which. Okay, and now when it does pose mode, wrong. Don't think I selected the armature, yeah. When I go to pose mode, it's going to move. And when I move this leg, it's going to move with the leg, just like the weight painting did. But here's the important part you need to worry about, is when you have things hanging off the side, you don't want it moving like a stick. You want it to move with the things. That's an important little part that you should be careful about. So I have my weight painting. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. I'm going to press edit. So the edit mode that everybody has for everything. And I'm going to go to the nearest bone I think makes the most sense. I'm going to go on the leg. Actually, I'm going the hip. The hip makes the most sense of where the jacket is like falling off on. And I'm going to go to the hip bone. And you can check if it's the hip bone, because if you go to the bone, hips, the little bone icon, hips. And I'm going to press the magical E, grow a bone. Ooh, what is this? It's your own bone. Oh, okay. So what you want to do is click on it and press off connected. You don't want to press the connected, because this will not, this way you can move your bone, this way, and it's still connected to that armature. Like if I move the hip, that bone is coming with it, but it's a bit different. It's important, but different. Okay. Now I like to name it. I'm gonna name it jacket 1. Okay. This is how you will bone your stuff. This may not be the jacket bone I want, you know. This may just be the arm, like the general jacket bone, but here. So I'm just gonna put it right here. Okay, I'm doing the same thing over and over again. Nope. There we go. A jacket bone. So I'm gonna create another bone. It's gonna not connect it. Move it down here. Move it down here. And I'm gonna move it right to where the jacket stops touching. Yeah, right here. Where I think it should be put. Jacket stops touching the skirt. And then I'm creating another one, another E. But this time the E is still going to be connected. I'm going to connect the bone. And then I'm doing the same thing. I'm going like this. Turning off the connected, moving it. Moving it. And then pressing E. The more bones you have, the smoother it's going to run. But that is important. It's depending on how much you want. What kind of structure you're looking for. Okay. So I want to have a little bit of a redemption here because I didn't do this the way I wanted to, and now I'm realizing that, and I want to be able to fix it here. So I want to fix these so that it follows the skirt. I wanted to fix it and show you how to fix that. So this is the second way you could do this, the weight painting. So you're starting with this, and I'm just going to completely remove all of these, and you can remove all of them. So now it has absolutely no weight painting. The thing is, you need to instead not have this bone connected to the hips. Rather, you want it connected to the right leg. I will explain. You want this to say right leg. So it's going to be on the R side. Or I guess we're not. So you can type it in, right leg. So now when I move this in pose mode, this is moving with the leg, which is something we didn't do the last time, and I want to be able to show you how to do that as well, as I weight painted it wrong. So I'm going to take this off, and now this is on the weight paint. I'm going to actually data transfer this. Here's face and temperature, generate data layers, and apply. Now it moves, but here's the thing. Now I'm going to go in with this to weight paint this. So now remember, I need to subtract any weight painting done down here. I'm going to weight a little bit more, strengthen it a little bit more. That. And I have to find the main skirt. There we go. Like this. A little bit of this is how I would do it. And then this, I'm going to give it a little bit of weight. Turn down the strength here. Remember to you want to blend it out. Okay. This is the proper way to weight paint it. So now when I move it, I'm moving the leg, it's moving with it, but also this will go out on its own. This obviously needs work because sometimes you fuck it up. You don't do it right, but that's fine. See, because this means that there's still weight down here or somewhere over here. It could be this one right here. Yeah, this is the bone that's causing the issues. Or there's something else. There's one other thing on here. Oh, this guy. Like that. So now when I move, it's coming with me, but also it'll come down on its own. As it is its own, you know, like, skirt. The angle's absolutely awful. There's some weird stuff going on here. That's why. There's not enough weight to, like, mellow it out. There you go. That's the proper way to weight paint that. Anything I said earlier, please ignore that. I think I'll cut it out of the video anyway. Okay. And then do it the exact same thing. So I'm going to just simply delete all of these. Delete all groups. And then press data transfer. I'm pressing on the main skirt with the little eyedropper. Vertex data, vertex groups, nearest face, generate data layers, and apply. Then press this with your left click, shift click. Then I'm coming down here and going into white paint. And I'm touching here. And I'm deleting anything down here I don't want, which is majority of this. I don't want this on here. Same with the twist bone. Don't want it. It's going to affect the white painting negatively. Then I'm pressing here, going to add and adding it around. It can be difficult to see it with the bones sometimes, so sometimes I take off the main skirt and I'll take off the bones themselves. Just kind of like this and then like this. But you want the white painting to overlap a little bit. It'll help it smooth nicely in things like this fabric here. And there we go. This is the proper way to weight paint it. Earlier I didn't think it through. Thus it caused some issues. See, issues like this means the white painting is a little bit finicky when I have these weird shape. So I'm coming here once again, clicking on this, and I'm having some weird painting, that's why. Okay, this, so I just don't have any white painting here? What? I just didn't white paint this? What? Okay. Must have been a mistake. I guess I just didn't white paint this part. Cool. Very simple, very easy. Now that's the proper way to white paint this out, so that it actually works in terms of the skirt. I didn't do it before, and now I did do it, so it looks better.